Combing through the archives of the Harvard Crimson is like taking a trip back in time. More than a century of journalism cataloged, and so many bylines from young journalists who would go on to make history. Presidents like FDR and JFK. Michael Crichton, who wrote Jurassic Park. And reporters like the New York Times' Nicholas Kristof and Linda Greenhouse.
Is the Harvard Crimson.
But in its nearly 150 years of publishing, there's never been anyone like Raquel Coronell Uribe.
I was so shocked that I didn't even know to scream. I was just sitting there shell-shocked.
Shell-shocked because Raquel, a Colombian immigrant, is the first Hispanic president of the Crimson.
People who have stood in my shoes before me are some of the best journalists and some of the biggest leaders that this country has known.
Journalism runs deep in her blood. Her mother, Maria Cristina Uribe, is a former television reporter, and her father, Daniel Coronel, recently ran Univision News and remains a prominent columnist. But this family story starts back in Colombia, where Raquel's father had to flee. His reporting led to death threats.
People wanted to kill your dad because he was a reporter.
People wanted to kill me because my dad was a reporter. You know, the threats, they centered around him, but they also centered around my mom and me.
For your family, journalism, the news is so important, it's worth risking your life for.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think that's ultimately what it means to me, because I think exposing the truth and holding people accountable is as important in Colombia as it is in a university like Harvard.
But living through that scary time is only part of Raquel's story. At 16, she was diagnosed with leukemia.
She never complained. You know, all the time she was very positive, and she had the best attitude toward the treatment.
She battled the disease and came out on top, excelling in school, getting into Harvard, and earning a job at the Crimson. Soon, Raquel was breaking news, her byline becoming a staple for the Crimson, reporting on issues from campus scandals to police accountability. Now, she'll transition into leading the newsroom.
I hope that this is leading a change, or helping to lead a change, along with many other people, and kind of making that representation equal.
Wow. And we hope so. You know, guys, Raquel also says that she hopes her own story symbolizes a change across the country for both student and national newsrooms where Hispanics and immigrants are underrepresented. I got to tell you, we got to spend a little bit of the morning with her. She is very impressive. And I had to ask her, do you want to be a journalist? And she said she may go to law school. Okay. She's not sure, but she's interned at NBC before. She obviously has it deep in her blood. I really hope she pursues journalism and maybe one day works here on the Today Show. It would be awesome.
She clearly has options.
Yeah, she definitely has options.
She's going to be fine and inspiring on so many levels.
Right.
Good story, buddy.
Thanks.
Hey, thanks for watching our YouTube channel. Find your favorite recipes, celebrity interviews, uplifting stories, shop our favorite deals, and so much more with the Today app. Download it now.